Hi, this is Allie from Allie Cats Crafts. I'm here to bring you another tutorial on the Farmhouse Florals August 2025. I make alterations or alternatives, I make them different from what they are. They give us, in this particular kit, 9 cards, 3 of each kind. The supplies you get, because I've used most of them, I won't be able to show you, is 9 card envelopes, just the flat pass decorations, 3 of these little front pieces, 3 little purses, and 3 typewriters, and 3 cards that have the front and back, and 3 other cards, one with the purse, one with the typewriter, and these extra flowers, and a stamping block, and 2 separate stamp sets. And let's see, I could show you, I made a stencil in the last video, so I was able to make an extra purse out of the cutouts. See those cutouts, everything comes out. And I was able to, and this is one of the card bases, so you can get an idea. I still have 2 more left. There's one, those are the plain back ones, there you go. There's the other one. So that's what you get, and you fold it over and you have a full card. I don't like doing that because it's kind of boring, so I do my own thing and I make alterations. I try to get 30 each month out of them. So far I'm on 20, and I will be doing 2 more tonight. Okay, so what I'm going to use this time, so I'm going to use the painted lavenders. Now I bought this, I don't know how long ago, 2 or 3 years ago, something like that, because I fell in love with it. Lavender is one of my most, I love lavender, it's so pretty. I also will be using, I bought this actually a year ago. I will also be using the Wisteria Wishes. This is the one I bought many years ago, like 3 years ago or something like that. Wisteria is my most favorite plant. Unfortunately, and it's beautiful colors, by the way. It's a lavender and a purple. I'll give you an idea. This is what I cut out. Isn't that beautiful? It's my favorite color. But the weird thing about Wisteria, it blooms once a year, and it's only for a short time. The rest, it's greenery or a brown bush. Sad face for that, because wisteria is beautiful and it smells nice too. So this is what we're going to be using. I'm going to be using the dies, these dies, there's 3, and I'll be using some stamps. The other thing I'm going to use is I have this lattice die cut for one of the cards. I'm going to use this. This is from Stamps of Life. I've been a member of their group for many years, and you die cut this out. If you die cut it, just this, it'll go into your card. But if you put this little layer on the outside, it'll actually cut it out so you can use it. So that's the die cut we're going to use on one of them cards, because I wanted a lattice in the background. I'll also be using more message to stamp. I'm going to use the happy birthday in both the cards, and of course the painted lavenders. And I will be bringing in some tea Botanic envelopes that I purchased on the Second Chance list a while back, and I'm going to be using this card front and the envelopes. So let's get started. So the first thing I did was I die cut these cute little wisteria out. So I did the first one and then the second one, and this is going to be layered like that. Now I've already layered one, so I'll show you how I layered it. It's very simple. You grab your little dots and you put it right here, and you're going to make sure it's on there straight because you don't want any glue sticking out, right? You're going to stick it right here, and then you can either leave it hanging away or glue it down. I glue this one down a little bit and I'll pop it up, but I think I'm going to leave this one going free because I kind of want it to look really cute. You'll be die cutting these particular branches, and what I'm going to do is, this one is the back layer, so I'm going to cut this piece off because I don't need that, and then I'm going to cut this piece off because I won't need that for when I get ready to do it. I also use the stamp, and this is my sentiment. I'm cut a strip of paper that was 1/2 of an inch wide and as long as the sentiment, and this one's 3/4 of an inch. So I will take this, happy birthday, and I'll put some glue on it. And I'm going to put it right in the middle of this, nice and even. So you're gonna stick it on there. And I use the liquid glue because I can move it around. I like moving my stuff around. Oops, didn't quite get that over right. See, I can pick it up really quick and reposition it when I want. So I'm gonna stick it on there like so and glue it down. Okay, and I've cut this pretty much the size I want, but it looks like it's a little uneven, so I'm going to fix that. Okay, the next thing, I'm layering it, so I'm going to put the next layer on top of the green. So I'll do the best I can to line it up like I did the other one. And it's going to probably be longer because I do that on purpose. So I line it up, get it nice and even all the way around, and I'm going to trim off the excess. So it looks like that. So I have that set. Whoop, that was just a little bit too long on that edge. There we go. So that is set. Get my little trash over here. There we go. So I have my wisteria and that set up, and I have that. So now I'm going to bring in the card. So like I said, I have a card here. I cut the front off. I'm going to stick it right on top of my mossy meadow paper. Okay. This is the envelope. I'm going to put that on the inside. So I'll glue this on here. Put the glue on here like this. Go around all the edges. And I'll place it on top. And it's going to go all the way to the edges. So what I'm going to do is get it nice and even. Just do that. And it looks like there's going to be a little edge here. But I got it down there, so no big deal. Could always take care of that. I need to move this out of the way. It's moving around. So I'm going to grab my paper cutter. This one's a better fit for it because the other one, I didn't put the light on. I guess I did. My battery's dead on my light, so I can't really put it on. Sorry about that. So I'll trim out this little extra here. Come on. It's gonna give me a hard time, I guess. No big deal. It's because the paper's so thick, so that looks good. So I need to cut off the bottom a little bit. Evidently this card is a tiny bit smaller than mine, so that is not a big deal. I don't know what the deal is, why it's not going past this spot. Could be that the blade is getting dull, but I thought they're self-sharpening. I don't know. There, now it looks good. Okay. Move all this stuff out of the way. Okay. So the next step, once you've done that, you have your piece that's going in the middle. So now I'm going to bring this back in. And what I want to do, strips of paper are bothering me, is this is going to go on the inside. I'm going to put it in like this. Okay? So what I want to do is I want to get my Highland Heather, and I will tap, tap, tap on the little wisterias. I want to put this like, so it's like, I think I'll do it at the top instead. Just so it's kind of hanging off. Tap, tap, tap. And that one. Oops, that didn't go on very good. Okay. So the next step, you're going to grab your second one and you're going to go put this right over the top. So it gives a little more 3D look. So we have wisteria hanging from the down on here. There. See? So we're done with that. Then I will grab, and I forgot to get it out. Oh wait, they're in here, they're over here, sorry about that. So I'm gonna grab a little leaf. Just wanna put a couple little leaves on there. So I'll get the little leaf from the back of my block. Grab my Granny Apple Green. Squishy, squishy. It's very important you squish it there. And I'm gonna put a couple little leaves up here. There. See how it looks? So it looks like the wisteria is hanging from the top. Okay, close up my ink. So the inside's done. So now, and I leave lots of room so they can write their sentiments or write whatever they want to say to the person. I'm going to put this on the inside. And I purposely did it because I like this little edge. I think it's really cute when you do the edge like that. You see the bits of my envelope. I had to get really, really close because that is the back side. So that I could have room. So I kind of had to push that, you know, pull off that piece so it's kind of rough there. Okay, so the next thing I'll do, I'm gonna put my lid on here really quick. I've gotten that part done. So the next thing you'll do is you're gonna move this over. So I pre-cut my lattice, but I did something really cool. I put a sticker on the back to make it easier. But I want to make this background a little blue, so it looks like the sky in the background. So I'm gonna bring in my pool party and my little brush, dip it in the ink, and then I'm gonna come on and just get a nice color in the background. And this is the envelope. I mean, no, yeah, this is part of the envelope, the front part of the envelope. Okay. So here we go. So it has a nice blue. So when you put this down over it, look at this. I'll bring it up nice and close so you can see it. See how it has a nice blue tinge as opposed to the other side of the envelope. See the difference? That's the theory behind that. So I'm going to close this up. Now I'm going to get that Granny Apple Green again. And out of the painted lavenders, I'm going to get that piece. So now I'm going to tap, 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 stamp off. Tap off, and this looks like there's like a little bushes at on the ground. Just kind of bringing a little greenery up here. Almost like grass, but just a little different, see? Okay. Let me clean off these stamps really quick so I don't get a mess here. A little cleaner, which I love. Thank you, Lori. This one. Okay, they're all nice and clean. So now, what you'll do, so I'm gonna move this out of the way, is you're gonna pull the backing off of this. So when I die cut it, I put a sticker on here. So just pull off that backing, and I've already picked out all the little pieces. And you're going to line it up the best that you could possibly line up to this. Sometimes I just bring it up close. You want to get all the edges because it's cut perfect for it. Okay. Oops. Let's try it from this angle. Just line up one side and it should go right up to there. I like these stickers, but I hate them because it's hard to get everything lined up. It's kind of sticky, but not really sticky yet. Because when you die cut, it does this little raise up the edge. So I put it down, then I flip it over, and I grab my bone folder. And I push it down so it sticks to the paper. Get a really good stick to it. Otherwise, it'll peel right up. Okay. Doesn't want to stick very good today. I have to really press it hard, evidently. Okay. Now it's starting to, but it's not doing very good. That is just odd. I may have to put glue down there because it doesn't want to stick real good. Okay, let me throw some glue on there. This is what I was hoping to avoid. Sometimes you just can't get what you want, right? It's not a big deal. See, the edges are sticking really good, just this middle part. Maybe I'm not pressing hard enough, but that's okay. I'll just throw glue under here and it'll call it a day. It'll be fine. So I'm gonna stick this glue right down in between here. Okay, looks like it needs a little bit right there. And see how the grass is showing up through there? Looks like it's right behind there. All the grass is showing up. Let's go along. It's sticking now. Takes a little more work. There we go. There, it's sticking really good now. That was a little bit of work there. And here's the back end, and what's really cool, I might save this because I could probably glue this down and use it. Recycle that too, right? So now, we have our little wisteria and our greenery. But first, we need to go around. See how this is gonna go right here, just like this? And I think what I need to do, so it's not so stark, and I might do a little bit of green around the edges. So let's do that first. We'll get my little dauber. Thank you, Lori. I love it. You know, this is my new favorite dauber when it comes to this kind of stuff. Look at this. Look at how pretty that is. See the difference, how it kind of blends in now? And also, if your paper goes over, which it didn't, it would cover up your mistakes too when you do this. Just put a nice little pretty green color. Okay, there it is. Oh, that looks really good. So I think, I can't see the greenery back there as much as I wanted. So I think I want to go back in and do some more of the leaves. So I think I'm gonna go, I have it in the background too, which is really kind of cool, so. Snap off. Yeah, I need to do that. That's exactly what I need to do. Just a little, and I think I need to go full strength, it's looking like. Oh, this is so cute. There, that's better. What do you think? Gives a little more, oops, sorry about that. So there, so it has like the ground, so just hanging in midair. That was the whole idea behind doing that. Set that aside. Next step, you want to take and glue this on the front of your card. Now there's a number of ways you could pop it up, but I thought because I have so much paper on here, it's gonna be too thick for mailing. But if you're hand delivering it, I'd recommend popping it up. put this right in the middle here. Line it the best you can. And I picked this paper because look at the pretty background. It matches so nicely. There we go. So now we're going to build our wisteria plant. So you're going to start with this one and you're going to glue it right here up there. And put a little dot right here. Okay, and you're going to do the same thing with this. Put a little glue here. And you're going to kind of aim it so it's going down. Like that. You're going to grab your wisteria. Take this one and tuck it right up under there so it looks like it's coming out. Put this leaf on top. Okay. You need to get tucked in a little further, I think. So I want it way up in there. There we go. Get this down. And then I need to glue this down a little bit. Okay. And the next one, this one I want a little bit longer, so you're going to let it go down a little bit. So you're going to tuck this one about right, just so it's kind of like hanging out there. Just under some leaves, but not too much. Okay, so this one's longer. Okay, doesn't it look pretty? I love this card. I love the wisteria. And I'm going to glue that right down there. Don't know if I'll put it, maybe I'll put it off the edge or maybe in the middle. I'm thinking, I'm thinking the middle now. Just kind of cover up the grass, and that's okay, you want that. So stick it right about the middle and glue it down, okay? Next step, you're gonna bring in some fun embellishments. I have some purple dots, I have some green. I have not decided yet what I wanna do. And this branch, I don't like it here after all, so I'm gonna take it off. Do some surgery on this. There we go. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do this. I don't like how it looks like that, so I'm gonna just cut it completely out of the way. That's better. That's much better. Shape it up a little bit more. Almost got it there. There. Much better. Now I'm happy. So I'm wondering if I should do the purple or the green. I think I have enough. I think I'm going to do the purple or the lavender. So I'm going to grab some small ones out. Put one like right there. And maybe one right here. There. Let's tuck one in there. And how about right there? Okay. Grab my little brush thing. I want to get the small ones. I don't want big ones. So there's all kinds of sizes in this, see? So I want the medium and the small. That's the ones I want. There's one. Yeah, I think the purple was a good choice. Does not want to stick on there. It's either it's too sticky or it's not sticky enough. That's the problem. There we go. One goes up there. And then one right there. I think I had one up there. So there's the card. And we do not have to decorate the envelope because guess what? I use the envelope out of that thing and it matches everything. Okay, so that's the first card. Oh gosh, I really like this. I'm gonna have to make a bunch of these. I think it's pretty. So the next one we're going to do, and I'm going to just move these over here. Move that out of the way. We're gonna make another wisteria one, but we're gonna use something slightly different. So it's pretty much the same process, but what I did was I embossed this first and then I inked it, okay? And I already glued, well, I don't need to glue the front because I used just this base because I didn't use the lattice. So I'm gonna glue this to the front and here's the envelope that goes with it. So I'm gonna glue this to the front. And if I didn't emboss it, I would have showed you the inking, but sometimes it's kind of hard to get the embossing up here. It's just a lot of work. So I'm going to go back in with my green ink and do the same thing. And the difference is I did this embossing instead of the lattice on this one. Get my green little thing and just go around the edges. Just bring that color in so it blends in nicely. Okay, I like that. Then I'm going to get my greenery and put some nice little greenery at the bottom. And it's gonna be kind of weird because it's been embossed, but I kind of like that look and I thought about that when I did this. So now I'll do some stamping off. So you have some in the distance. There we go. There's our greenery at the bottom, our little grass. And let's do some stamping on the inside. And this one, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do greenery here. And I have the little small one. I'm going to do it slightly different. So I'm going to do a little bit of greenery here. And do that one. There. Do another one. And I'm going to stamp off and stamp on to give that nice look of way in the background. Okay? And then I will grab this one, the wisteria. And I think I'm going to do something a little bit different with this one. I'm going to grab, hold on, wait, I forgot to do one thing. This is where I was going to go different. So I'm going to grab this, stamp it off, and then stamp it on like that. Okay. And then grab my wisteria. I'm going to stamp off this time. And then stamp on. So it's like hanging from that little branch up there. I'm going to grab the small one. And I'm going to go over the top full strength this time. So I like this one better because the paper worked better for it. So that's that one. And they have plenty of room to write. Whoever does this card, whoever gets this card. Okay. So now we're going to do our branches like we did the last time. So we're going to take and cut this one off and glue it down. So if you have this stamp set, this is a really cool one. I'm going to put it just like this down. I'm going to grab this one And I'm going to cut this off this time in the very beginning. Because the way I laid my wisteria, it didn't work for me, so cut that off. So it looks like an extended part of this one. Come down just like that. Okay. I'll grab my first one. I've already got these prepared. And I'm going to put it way up under there. So it's way up there, coming down. Okay. The second one's going to go down lower. Because you know they don't grow all at one height. This one I'm going to tuck it up under there, but it's going to be longer. Okay. Push it down. Almost done. It's looking good. At least I think it is. I think it's a pretty card. I love wisteria. Well, I like flowers in general, but I think wisteria is my most favorite. So put this right about, I think I'll do this one, this side this time. Line up right there and stick it down right on top of those little bushes at the bottom. So there we go. Let's put some embellishments on there. And I'll clean my stamps in a little bit. So I think I'll put one right here. And here. And there. Yeah. Let it dry for a second. I think the last time while you kept coming off, I forgot to let it dry. I always do that. I always try and remember, but sometimes I just forget. I get excited about doing the card. Can't help it. I get my little thing here. There. Grab another one. Not sure where I put that one. It's right there. And then the last one, nice little one, right there. Okay. So here we have the two cards. They look close to the same, but not quite. They're a little bit different, as you could tell. Put the sentiments in different spots. I used lattice on one, and I did embossing on the other. The insides are a little bit different, and I used the card bases. The card envelopes is this here in the background, and this is a card envelope, and this is a card envelope. So this is the inside of this one, and this is the inside of this one. So they're both a little bit different. And that's number 21 and 22. Oh, one more thing. I almost forgot. My Wink Stella. Oh my goodness. I have to Wink Stella it. That's what makes the card too, is the Wink Stella. I looked over there in the corner and I'm going, I had it out and almost forgot. Oh. If you don't have those stickles, this is the second best. Okay. Let me show you what it looks like with the Wink Stella on there. Hopefully you can see that. See how pretty that is? Man, this wisteria is so pretty. Well, thank you for watching my video. Hopefully you will, if you have never seen my video, you'll like my video and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate that. Like I said before, I'm not big on sales, but if you want to buy something from me, just come look me up, Allison Clark in Nacona, Texas. On the Stampin' Up! When you search for demonstrators. I appreciate your, if you'd like to buy something. Okay? Have a great day, and thank you for watching my video. Bye.